Hey, welcome back to my channel. I make weekly art tutorials, paint-alongs and vlogs, and as you can probably tell from my channel, if this is not your first video, you know that I love traveling and I love plein air painting and urban sketching, and it just so happens that Jackson's were doing plein air sale and I just could not help myself. So I bought a few things that I had either been eyeing up for a while or that were specifically on sale and were just too good for me to pass up. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you through yet another amazing art. Not only that, but they were also having a Schminke sale at the same time. So kudos to all of you who have enough self-control to resist, but unfortunately, I am not one of them. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me start. You know, my plan was to start with the thing that I was most excited about, but looking at it all now, I'm actually not sure what that is, which is a good sign, right? So I'll start off with this. Oh, which one should I do first? Okay, so I got some Daniel Smith watercolor paints and I've had these in my basket for ages. I've received so many emails from Jackson's reminding me that it's still in my basket. Certainly wasn't expecting them to come in these cute little boxes. So as you know, I've recently done some swatches of my Daniel Smith dot cards, and from there I found some colours that I basically fell in love with. First colour is cobalt teal blue. If you've seen my Roman Schmall swatches and my previous haul, then you know that I love this colour. I also have something similar in gouache and it's just such a nice colour, and I think especially because I really miss the seaside. That's why I keep getting drawn to this. So I got this one. I got Cascade Green. Oh, guys, the outside label, the colour on the label does not do this justice. If you've seen my swatches, then you know exactly what I mean. Or if you know about this green, then you know it is so beautiful. Then we have Rose of Ultramarine. So many people recommended it, like so many. So it was literally sitting in my basket for ages because I knew I just had to get it. Then I got Lunar Blue, which again I absolutely loved when I was swatching. Oh, so this one looks like an orange, but it's not. It's Aussie Red Gold, and it looks like sunset in a tube. Like, that's the best way that I can describe it. And again, it's one of the colours that I fell in love with when swatching. And Green Apatite Genuine. So this is the only Primatech colour that I got, and it is just because it was just stunning. Like, these two greens granulated in the most beautiful of ways. I have a Daniel Smith palette which at the moment also has my student grade Winsor & Newton, but I guess it's time to move out the Winsor & Newton student grade and complete that palette with this, and that will be a separate video. For now, I just really wanted to show you what I got. I finally got some Schminke paints. Now, before I get your hopes up, it's special edition, but they are not the granulating ones because I wanted to just try out their normal watercolors. So I got this set, which I am so excited about. Oh, the tin feels so nice. I know it's shiny, but it feels like nice and smooth and like matte. Schminke logo, it just looks so well put together. And I've been waiting for this for like months, and I was deliberating back and forth. My sister was genuinely tired of hearing about it. For the fact that I don't have to think about this anymore because I have it, it is worth the price. Like, I kept going back and forth as to whether I should get it or not, and here it is. Oh, isn't that cute? This is so nice. It comes with a free brush, like a proper brush, my first ever Da Vinci brush. Can we just take a moment? Cosmo Top. I don't even know what that means. Size 6, so it's smaller than what I'm used to. My smallest Princeton is size 8. It was so nice and like smooth. And it's such a, like, the barrel is such a pretty blue colour. It's got some scratches from this, but that's okay. Yeah, the bristles you can see are kind of like when they put this on, they push them back a bit. I hope that will repair. Okay, so the only other thing is I wish. So this is going to stay here. I may end up getting a separate metal bit so that I can, in theory, turn this into a 24 set when the time comes. Because, for example, I have this, but I have nowhere to put it. I'll just dangle around. Colours that are included are lemon yellow, cadmium yellow light, cadmium red light, permanent carmine, ultramarine finest, Prussian blue, which you know I love, phthalo green, permanent green olive, yellow ochre, which is a staple for me, Venetia red, I'm interested to include this, sepia brown, and ivory black. I am so happy to finally have these paints, and I'm so excited to try them out, to paint with them, to see what all the fuss has been about when it comes to Schminke paints, and to obviously share that along with you. If you're watching the video and you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit the like button and to consider subscribing if you want to see more, as it makes a massive difference to me and to my channel and to the growth of this channel, and it gives me a better idea of what everyone wants to see. So thank you so much. For now, let me show you some more weird and wonderful things that I found and absolutely love. And let's open it up. Ta-da! For the longest time, I've been and ahhing as to whether I should get a pochade box, and you know that I'm always trying to figure out easy ways to paint while on the go, or to draw while on the go. And if you've watched my Venice vlog, then you know that I kind of made a makeshift version of this, and then I saw that this was on sale and that this was a thing that not only I did, and I just had to try it out. It's made in London by Art Travellers, and so it's essentially like an art board. And you may be like, why did you buy an art board? Because it's nice and it's portable and it doubles as a bag. I can just have this and be able to put this on my lap and paint and draw and have like all the other little hacks that I've already mentioned to you that I have with the metal clips, and it's just a nice easy surface to have. And the other reason that I got this is because over here you'll see there's like 4 slots here, a space to put your brushes, and naturally the way that it will work when I'm painting, sides will fall down. I have a place to put my brush, I have a place to clip my metal magnets, I'll have a place to put my palette, and it's just nice and firm. And if I'm not carrying anything other than art supplies, then why not? And I think for the price it's worth it. So it's the perfect like in between for a bag, as well as something that is functional for anyone who loves urban sketching. And I think it was actually designed more with urban sketching in mind rather than plein air. But all I really wanted, as you may have seen in my previous videos, is just a nice hard surface. And in theory, I can carry some of my supplies in here because it packs flat. I can just have this in my bag as well. I know Etcher have an equivalent version, and I think theirs is like, I mean, it's more put together if you like, but it's also 4 times the price. So this was just over 20 pounds. Part of me also wonders if I could make some modifications to it just to make it specifically for me. Handbags eat your heart out. So yeah, I'm really excited to actually get this out and about on the road. They were giving a free Schminke super granulating dot card. You know, I've had a hit or miss experience with dot cards, but it's free and why not? So let's see. Is there anything else in there? Nope. Okay. Moment of truth. So what does it say? High brilliance of colors, fully reusable paint when dried on a palette, high control of paint flow. Please remove water from pans after use. Oh wow, it's like so well done. I thought it would literally just be like an impromptu thing, but this is like an actual swatch card. So the colours that are included are volcano yellow, tundra orange, galaxy pink, deep sea violet, glacier green, shire green, forest brown, and desert grey. Ooh, okay, we'll see. I'm excited. I can't believe that. Yeah, it's so nice. It's a free gift. Speaking of Schminke, I also got this, which is forest blue. And yeah, I mean, I've got so many blues and so many greens. I know that in theory I don't need any more, and like I need any of the colors anymore, but they are all so unique. I couldn't help myself. And let's do some swatches of the Schminke dot cards that came for free with this order. So this first one is volcano yellow. It's taking a little while to reactivate. So what I may do is just add dots of water to all of them. Let's try that again. So this is volcano yellow, and these are meant to be granulating colours. So I'm really curious to see, because to be perfectly honest, I haven't seen many granulating yellows. So in theory, this is quite unique. Is there any more? Scrub. No. So that's that. Next we have Tundra Orange. Oh wow. This is nice. It doesn't look very orangey, it looks more brown, but it's really nice. And you can already tell that it's going to granulate, hence super granulating. They aren't super pigmented, and with dot cards it's always hard to know if it's because of the fact that it's a dot card or if it's the actual colour itself. But it's a really nice granulating brown. Although it's called orange, I think would just be really nice for deserts almost, like really dry landscapes and cliffs. That's lovely. Next we have Galaxy Pink. Oh, that is so nice, and it's just melting like butter. It did have more time than the other colours, but wow, look at that. That's really nice. Then we have Deep Sea Violet. Oh wow, that is super nice. It's so like dark and almost like, I know it's called violet, but it's almost like a really blue Payne's grey. It's stunning. It's so nice. I'm kind of wondering if it will have two colours in it. This doesn't actually come with pigment information, which I'm kind of surprised by. This is beautiful. Then we have Glacier Green. Wow, this is a very unique blue. Is it called green? Okay, forgive me. It's almost like, I know, like there's the names that they're given and then the actual colours that I see. And although this is called Glacier Green, I'm just seeing really nice blues and almost like reds or brown in the granulation, which I wasn't expecting. But that's granulating in such a nice way. Then this is Shire Green. It actually looks green. This is nice. Kind of curious to see if it's going to granulate and how so. And I think it's got really, yeah, it's almost like, it's got like really nice hints of yellow in it. So it's almost like it would be really nice for, you know, when I do my landscapes and I have like lots of florals, just adding that level of interest and different colors, which I try to do anyway, but this almost does it automatically because I almost feel like I can see some blues. The yellows is definitely like quite strong, if that makes sense, and the green obviously, and these are drying in such a nice way. Oh my gosh. Then there's this, which is the Forest Brown. Now tell me, as you're watching this, is it just me? Do you like, to me it's called Forest Brown, but it looks very clearly green. But I do believe it has specks of brown inside it, and that is also granulating really nicely. And then last but not least, we have Desert Grey, which is almost like a Van Dyke brown, but I can see yellows in it as well. These are beautiful. These are absolutely stunning, and there is more left on the dots, so I can definitely try and use them for maybe something tiny in the future. So just to go over them again, this is Volcano Yellow, and it does granulate, but unlike some of the other colors that we're going to talk about, it doesn't have it only almost has like one color. Like the other ones I can see mixtures of colors. So this is Volcano Yellow, this is Tundra Orange, which now that it's drying, it's actually looking more orange. We have this beautiful Galaxy Pink, as well as this Deep Sea Violet that has just granulated in the most interesting way, and maybe one of my favorites out of these ones, followed closely by this, which is Glacier Green, which actually looks like teal. Yeah, it looks like teal, but also has like little hints of maybe red inside. Like it's really stunning. And then we have Shire Green, which is again really nice. You can see blues, you can see yellows, you can see the green poking through. You have the Forest Brown, which to me is one of like it's just a beautiful, interesting green. And then we also have the desert grey, which to me looks like a really nice granulating brown. Which one of these 8 is your favorite? So I just have to do some swatches because they look so good and I'm so excited to get to know them better, and that starts with swatching for me. And as you know, I am trying to get better about using my supplies straight away, and I feel like swatching has been a really good way to get that kind of balance. So first thing I'm going to do is remove them from their packaging, write down all their names on the pans because those aren't included, as well as their pigment information, and then I'm going to get my big swatch book out and figure out how I want to swatch them. I'm thinking to do leaves this time, something really nice and simple that will still give me a good idea of how the paints work without being boring. So I'm going to use the Da Vinci brush that came with the set, which is a size 6 Da Vinci. First colour is a nice cool yellow. It's lemon yellow, which is PY3. Oh, it's so nice and creamy. It's re-wetted so easily. And it's so bright. Next colour is cadmium yellow light. It is PY35. It's slightly warmer than the lemon yellow, but not like massively so. Oh, look at that. I'm so impressed by how vibrant they are, how like almost buttery they feel, and how quickly they've re-wet, and so like pigmented. I'm literally just touching it and they're full of pigment. Just seeing how they flow on the little wet on wet area. Next we have cadmium red light, permanent carmine, which looks so pretty. So this is still wet, and I'll add that so that we can see the spread, and then just do some nice light leaves. Look at how full of water that is, and that's testament to the brush. But it's such a pretty colour. So this is yellow ochre, which is PY42. I'm going to add some water here so that we can, oh, that wasn't intentional, but it does the trick. Just wanted to see how it flows. And leave some water here. Then next we have Venetian red. It's so funny because this is very much the colour that I wanted when I was going to Venice, like very true to the kind of reds that I was seeing around, and this is PR101. Next we have Ultramarine Finest. I'm going to add a lot of water here just because I'm kind of curious to know if it will granulate. So that's how it moves. And then let's add more just so that we can see if it will granulate. And then next we have Prussian blue. So let's add some water here as well. Oh, I thought it would be more. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's not as like pigment heavy as I thought it would be. Better, deeper, darker Prussian blues. At least that's what I tend to prefer. And let's add some more now that we've seen it move to see if it will granulate. And this is phthalo green. Okay, yeah. The thing with phthalo greens, and this is a PG7, is that they are nice. Like a lot of the phthalo colours, I like them. I like looking at them. They just look a bit unnatural. So although I don't mind having them in the palette, they're not a colour that I would use on their own unmixed, if that makes sense. despite all the, landscapes and seascapes that I paint. I just don't think that they work quite as well. Permanent green olive. And the last two colours are sepia brown and ivory black. And honestly, I am so excited to learn about these paints and to experiment with them and to try them out and to use them up, because I am really trying to turn a leaf or a new corner when it comes to actually using my art supplies. If you're still watching, you are a real MVP and I really, really, really appreciate you. Let me know that you're still watching by telling me what your favourite art supply is. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next week. Bye.